The night would pass. Everyone had rested pleasantly in Goku's house, while in the room of time, Vegeta shouting, "Come on, make more effort, scoundrels!" Ki drooped. "Yes, master." Kale, tired. "I cannot anymore, Mr. Vegeta." The two young Saiyan had very heavy suits and were doing push-ups with great difficulty in base state. Vegeta shouts, "Come on, only a few months have passed since we entered and they already want to give up?" Ki, very tired, "Of course, only this training is very hard." Vegeta, serious, "Do you find it difficult?" Kale, surprised, "What is the fun?" Vegeta, disappointed, "For me, it's just a warm-up. Since I have memory, I have trained harder every day of my life." The two apprentices are surprised by the words of their master. Kale, impressed, "I see, that's why it's so strong." Vegeta mentions angry, "That's obvious. Do not believe that I got strong overnight. They have been years of training to be at the level I am now." The two Saiyan had reached their limit and fall to the ground very exhausted without energy. Ki, sore, "Damn, I do not feel my arms." Kale, also sore, "I'm on the verge of losing consciousness." Vegeta, looking at them, "I think it has been enough. They have trained with those suits that weigh several tons in their base state in an increased gravity 200 times. They can already take off those suits and take a good bath because they stink." Kale, angry and blushed, "We stink because you did not let us take these ugly suits." Vegeta approaches Kale and squeezes his cheek. "Do not complain so much. Once you take off the suit, you will thank me." Kale, angry, inflates his cheeks. "I hope so." The two Saiyan take off their suits and are totally amazed. They could not believe it. Their bodies felt like feathers. They did not feel any weight. They had also become very fast. Kiabe, looking at his body, "This is incredible. I never thought I would have this incredible power." Kale, happy, "Look, Mr. Vegeta, I'm stronger." He jumps with joy and hugs Vegeta. "Thank you very much." Vegeta, a little blushed, "Calm down. This is just the beginning for a greater power." Kale and Kiabe scream excited, "Yes, master." Vegeta, looking around, "And in case you have not noticed, the gravity here is still 200, and they are only in base state. Once we leave this room, you will see how truly strong they are." The two disciples would only affirm with their heads. After the two Saiyan took a bath again, they would return with Vegeta to continue with their training. "Let's see. Show me now what you are capable of, insects." The two said loudly, "Yes." Vegeta turned his back and crossed his arms, but before hitting him, the two lose their transformations. Kale, looking at Kiabe, "What happened?" Kiabe, looking at Kale, "I do not know." Suddenly, the two begin to spit blood and fall on their knees to the floor. Kale, agitated, "My body, what's wrong with him? My body does not respond." Vegeta, with a smile, "I hope you have learned. Memorize the points I attacked. If I had hit them harder, they would be dead." Kale, on the ground, unable to move, "What do you mean by that?" Vegeta, looking at her, "Listen, Kale, the body has weaknesses, and in a battle you have to take advantage of all the weaknesses of your enemy to the maximum." Vegeta approaches the two and with a red aura from his hands, heals Kale and Kiabe. Kale, moving a little, "Please show us that." Vegeta, serious, "When you master the divine key, you will deduce it yourselves. Well, you can rest, like me." Spitting a little blood. Kale, scared, "Mr. Vegeta, what's wrong with him?" Vegeta, looking at his armor, "I told you I never stop training." He takes off his armor and throws it on the ground, leaving a large crater. "This is heavier than the suits you had." Kiabe, amazed. And he used it just like that, as if it were nothing? Vegeta, while training Kale and Kiabe, in his mind he meditated and also simulated battles with all his enemies. The mental training was so strong that Vegeta also received internal injuries in his body. Meanwhile, at Goku's house, it was starting to dawn. He got up very early and started warming up a little by kicking and kicking in the air as usual. "Dad, we're already awake," said Tom, very happy next to So. Goku looks at them. "Kids, good thing you woke up early. Well, it's time to train a little." Marin sad. "I still don't master the ki." Goku smiling. "Are you sure? Why don't you try it?" Marin focused, and to the surprise of the children, she began to emit a white aura. Marin surprised. "What just happened?" Goku still smiling. "See? I told you could." Marin just jumps out of excitement. Goku looking at the children. "Well, kids, I want you to run around the house for 2 hours." Tom smiling victoriously. "That's very easy." Goku mentions, "But before," he puts some weights on his arms and legs. "This will help you." The 3 boys fall to the floor when Goku put the weights on them. So, unable to move. "How does it help? This is very heavy." Tom moving a little. "Yes, it's true. We can hardly move." Marin, like So, could not move. "Yes, this weighs a lot." Goku laughing to see them that way. "Well, I leave you. Bye, kids." Goku goes inside the house while the children shouted comically, "No!" Goku was walking around the house and meets Cauliflora, who looked out the window to the sky. Goku looking at her. "Hey, are you okay, Cauliflora?" Cauliflora still looking at the window. "Yes, I was just wondering how my sister was." Goku. "I see. You mean Kale, right? Do not worry, she will be fine." Cauliflora worried. "But Vegeta is very rude and worries me to hurt her." Goku thinking. "Do not worry, Vegeta is like that, but he will not hurt them. You will see that she will be very strong. Vegeta told me that she would be a great fighter." Cauliflora surprised. "Wow, I did not expect that." Goku says, "Yes, me neither. It has changed. Please, say serious." Cauliflora looking at him. "Hey, I wanted to ask you, why do they now live in Universe 6? Goku just put a cold look that would make Cauliflora shiver. Goku serious. "Please, do not ask." Cauliflora a little scared. "Okay, sorry." Goku just went to his room. Cauliflora thinking. "I do not know what happened to them, but it must have been something very hard for them." Goku had reached his room where he lay in his bed a little sad. Goku thinking, "The past still torments me. If only I could forget everything." Goku would fall asleep, and in his dreams that image was repeated where his family looked at him with hatred. They threw him out of his home. Goku begging in his dreams, "No, please."
Do not do this to me, friends. All good memories were overshadowed just by that moment, and a dark aura surrounded Goku, who could not stand it anymore, hitting all his family in his dreams. Suddenly, Goku began to wake up and had several tears in his eyes, and his knuckles were stained with blood. Goku scared. "What happened? Why do I have blood?" Little by little, his sight, which was still cloudy, began to show an 18 who was lying on the floor with wounds on his face. Goku has removed. "No, 18! What have I done?" But little by little, 18 began to get up with difficulty. Goku with tears in his eyes. "Please forgive me. I did not want to hurt you. Please do not hate me." But it was a big surprise to see that 18 only hugged him. 18 smiling for Goku. "Quiet. Everything will be fine. I know your dreams torment you, but that's over. Now I'm here and I'll never leave you." Goku only hugged 18 harder while shedding tears. Goku crying, "Really, forgive me. Please forgive me." 18 smiles. "I already told you that everything is fine." He kissed the blonde while caressing Goku's head. Goku only hugged 18, who only tried to lift his spirits. After a while, Goku fell asleep on the legs of 18, who gently caressed his head. 18 looking at the door. "I know you're there. What do you want?" Caulifla looking at 18. "I just heard a noise and I wanted to come and investigate." 18 caressing Goku's head. "It's nothing, you can go." Caulifla serious. "Why does Goku act like that? Does it have to do with the fact that they came to live here?" 18 serious. "Do not ask about that. For him it is painful to remember that. He has had enough." Caulifla serious. "What happened? Tell me at once." 18 somewhat angry. "I have no right to tell you. If he does, it is fine, but please do not torment him with those questions." Caulifla angry. "It's fine, but answer me. Why is he asleep on your legs?" 18 angry. "Well, I do not know. He just did not want to be alone and I stayed to accompany him. Do you have a problem with that?" Caulifla irritated. "No, none." He leaves the room angry, thinking, "Why do I feel so annoying? I better not give him importance." Caulifla leaves the place while outside the house we see the 3 children lying on the floor without any energy. Tom agitated. "I cannot anymore." So laughing, exhausted. "This is impossible." Marin falling to the ground. "How much time is left for the 2 hours to pass?" Tom very tired. "Let's see." He looks at a clock and says scared, "1 hour is still missing." So, and Marin screaming at the same time, "1 hour is still missing? At this rate we will die of fatigue." It had already been a night and a day. From the room would come Vegeta, Kale, and Kyabe with their clothes a little destroyed and with some wounds in their bodies. Kale looking at all his body. "This is incredible. I have become strong thanks to this training." Kyabe feeling his power. "Yes, it's true. I never thought I would have so much power." Vegeta somewhat proud. "Don't be so surprised. They still have potential to reach a higher level, so do not stop training." Kale and Kyabe affirm. "Yes, sir." While the others were inside the house, Goku feels the presence of Vegeta and the others. Goku smiles slightly. "They already left. They made us wait." Kale somewhat surprised. "What are you talking about?" 18 smiling. "Well, of Vegeta and the others. They already left the room of time." Kale more surprised. "Is it serious?" Kale and the others quickly go out to receive their friends. Kale excited. "Sister, I missed you a lot." Kale surprised. "I have become very strong." Kale somewhat smiling. Kale proud. "I'm proud of you." Kale's head caresses. 18 happy. "Wow, I see that they did get results in this training." Kyabe very grateful. "Yes, ma'am." 18, "My teacher taught us many things." 18 somewhat smiling. "Don't tell me ma'am, it makes me feel old. Just tell me 18. Kyabe smiling. "Yes, as you say." 18, Goku serious. "It is obvious, with my training anyone can be strong." Goku looking at Kale and Kyabe. "And what level did they reach?" Vegeta with a proud smile. "He has mastered all the variations of the Super Saiyan and has the Super Saiyan God at 30% of its power." Goku very surprised. "That's amazing." Vegeta looking at Goku. "Yes, yes, of course, and you're going to enter with the others." Goku looking at Vegeta. Of course, it's more. 18, Caulifla, and children, follow me. Everyone would quickly follow Goku, who after a few seconds would enter the room of time with them. Vegeta looking at Kale and Kiabe. Well, it's time to rest a little. Kiabe very exhausted. I finally think I'll sleep a little. Kale blushed. I want to be with you for a while. Vegeta somewhat surprised. And that comes to what? Kale blushed. No, it's nothing. It's just that I got used to being with you. Vegeta looking at her. What do you want, little girl? Vegeta would sit on a sofa very comfortable and would enjoy a drink while Kale was only shyly approaching the Saiyan. Vegeta thinking, what does this girl want? So they were a couple of minutes without addressing the word until Vegeta, drinking his drink, says, Hey girl, what do you live on this planet? Kale smiling. Together with my sister and a band, we are dedicated to stealing things from the rich and giving them to the children who need it. Vegeta with a surprised face. I see. It must be a difficult life. Kale nervous. Yes, it is very hard, but the smile of those children compensates for everything. Vegeta looking at Kale. At least I see that you have a good heart. Kale blushed. Of course, what did you think? Vegeta admits, I thought you were just pretending not to show your true power, but I think I was wrong. Kale smiles. Everyone makes mistakes sometime. Vegeta says, I guess you're right. Kale very intrigued. And you, Mr. Vegeta, tell me, how was your life as a child? Vegeta looking out the window. The normal of a Saiyan. Fights, conquering planets to sell them. Practically my life since I have memory has always been living from battle to battle, always with the goal of being the strongest. Kale surprised by the words of Vegeta. Wow, his life has not been easy either. And if you conquered planets, then you are bad? Vegeta somewhat embarrassed. I lived in the past. Now I only dedicate myself to training every day without rest. Kale still intrigued. And tell me, Mr. Vegeta, why now lives in the Universe 6? Vegeta quickly changes his face even more serious and coldly responds to Kale. That does not suit you, silly girl. Kale very embarrassed. I ask you to excuse me, Mr. Vegeta. Vegeta angry. Well, do not just ask that kind of thing again. So the night would come, everyone was sleeping pleasantly except one person. Vegeta was outside the house and very angry hit the ground. Vegeta thinking, why is it always the same?
People always end up betraying me. I'm always alone. I always have a void in my dark heart. When I had finally found something to love, it goes away from my hands. Vegeta just kept hitting the hard stone floor, so much so that his knuckles began to bleed. The impacts were somewhat strong and caused Kale to wake up. Kale without knowing what was happening. What's going on? Kale quickly goes down to look at the origin of that noise, and what he sees is full of sadness. Vegeta angry and almost crying. I'm fed up. Why do I always have to suffer? Giving him a big blow to the ground. Kale quickly hugs Vegeta from behind. Kale with tearful eyes. Please, do not hurt yourself anymore. Vegeta about to cry. Do not get into what you do not care about. Kale hugging Vegeta. I do not want to see him suffer. Please, stop. Vegeta just fell to the ground while Kale did not let him go. Kale hugging him harder. I don't know what happened to you, but I will always be by your side. No matter what happens, I will always support you in everything. Vegeta surprised. You say it? Really? Kale crying. Yes, it's true.
I will never leave him." Vegeta just looks at the tender but beautiful face of Kale illuminated by the light of the stars. Vegeta could not stand it anymore and shed a small, imperceptible tear for Kale, who did not realize what happened. Vegeta just hugged Kale, who was very blushed. "Are you better, Master?" Vegeta still hugging her. "Yes, thanks to you I feel better." Kale smiling. "I'm glad it's like that." Kale just caressed the head of the Saiyan while he fell asleep in Kale's arms, she thinking, "Really, I will never leave you." In order not to make the chapter of this video long, we will skip the part of Goku's training and the others. It would be a night and a day, and Goku along with the others would leave the room with a huge power. Vegeta looking at them. They finally finished, insects. Goku smiling and his clothes torn. Yes, it was very interesting. Kale runs to hug Caulifla. "Sister, how was your training?" Caulifla very happy. "It was amazing. Look, I'm very strong." Kale. Tom mentions, "We are also very strong." Jade watching the children. "Wow, you three have grown a lot." The little children who had entered had changed completely. They were taller and their powers were very high. Vegeta intrigued. "Well, what level do you have now?" Goku begins to speak. 18 increased his powers very quickly. Now he is as strong as a Super Saiyan God. While Caulifla dominates those transformations by 50%, and the three children already have the Super Saiyan 3 at maximum power. But it is difficult for them to use it because of the amount of ki that transformation consumes. Remember that Goten was easy for Goten because they were two fused subjects. Even if they do not have access to that transformation, let's not forget that they are still young. Vegeta serious. "Well, it is an acceptable level." Goku smiling. "It is better that you go to rest and we will see tomorrow to start with our plans." Everyone except for Vegeta said, "Yes, Goku." They would spend the night and everyone would sleep very comfortably waiting for a new day. It would dawn and the first rays of the sun would illuminate Goku's home and his new friends. Goku would get up early like Vegeta, somewhat surprised. "Wow, it's the first time you get up early, Kakaroto." "Yes, we have to wait now for the others to wake up." Vegeta angry. "We better wake them up." Goku looking serious. "Do whatever you want, just don't overdo it." Vegeta would knock on the knuckles as he went to the rooms of each one. The only thing that was heard later were very strong blows followed by laments. Tom touching the coin on his head. "Hey, that hurt." Zoe doing the same as Tom. "Yes, it's true, it hurt a lot." In the other room, Caulifla angry. "What's wrong with you, Renaquaho? Do you want a fight?" Kale surprised and almost crying. "It hurt a lot, Master." So it went on until everyone woke up. Already gathered in the room except for 18 who had gotten up early just like Goku. The others looked at Vegeta with murderous eyes. Vegeta angry looking at them. "What are you looking at, worms?" Goku smiling while sweating for the uncomfortable moment. "Calm down. Anyway, you already know how Vegeta is." Abe gets serious. "Well, we're all here. We have to plan how to overthrow the government without having many casualties." Vegeta knocking on his knuckles. "They complicate so much. I just say that we go and destroy them all." Kale worried. "I don't think that's convenient." Vegeta not knowing what he meant. "And why do you say it?" Kale shy. "I think that if we govern by force, everyone could come against us." Goku very serious. "And what? We just eliminate them." Kale mentions, "But that's not our goal." Goku thinking, "Yes, you may be right." Vegeta admits, "Wow, it looks like you're very smart girl."
Kale blushed. Only Vegeta approaches. Blushed smiles. "Thank you, Master." Vegeta only caresses the head of the Saiyan, while he fell asleep in Kale's arms. She thinking, "Really, I will never leave you."
Goku pulls out a huge bag that drops to the ground, from which many gold coins would come out. Goku serious. "Are you interested now?" Jail, intrigued. "You have my attention, insolent." Goku mentions, "I already told you that I only want your lands." Jail, smiling. "Well, then let's start at once." Jail, thinking, "What an idiot. It looks like he's a weakling. I'll kill him and I'll stay with that precious booty." Jail, in a quick movement, would kick Goku and send him to fly. Then he would quickly throw several ki bursts that would fully impact Saiyan Goku, who did not say a word. Jail, confident. "Idiot, I'll kill you right now." Jail, in his hands, would load his best technique, which was a medium-sized blue light ball. Jail, screaming, "Die, damn it!" throwing the energy ball. After a few seconds, the smoke would dissipate to see Goku standing with his clothes torn to pieces and his body smoke came out. Jail, laughing, "I see that you are resistant, but you cannot move anymore. I'll kill you right now." Jail would approach the Saiyan, and with a sword he was about to end the fight, but in a quick movement, Goku would block the sword with his 2 fingers and split it instantly. Jail, surprised. But what just happened? Goku with a look full of hatred. "You disappoint me. I thought you were strong, but I was wrong." Goku would hit Jail's face, who would die instantly. All the servitude that was there, they would look terrified as their master was eliminated, and they only expected the same thing to happen to them. Goku, smiling, "I see that you worked here. Is that true?" The maids and a butler say, "Yes, sir." Butler, almost crying, "I just ask that our death be quick, sir." Goku, without knowing what he meant, "Eh? And why should I kill them?" Butler, looking at Goku, "He will not kill us?" Goku, still smiling, "No, of course not. Now it only depends on you if you want to follow me, or you can leave and share the wealth of this guy." Stepping on Jail's corpse, the maids looked at each other until one of them said, "I think I speak for all by saying that we want to work for you." All would affirm positively. Goku, still stepping on the corpse, "That's what I wanted to hear. And what do you say?" Pointing to the butler. Butler does a reverence. "I still want to serve you." "Well, then pack your things and tomorrow I will come for you." Teleporting from the place, Goku would arrive at his house where the others were waiting for him. Kale, surprised. "That was fast, Mr. Goku." Begins to laugh. "No Saiyan is a rival for me on this planet." Kale's eyes shine. "You're amazing, Goku." Goku looks at everyone. "This territory is already ours. Tomorrow some maids and a butler will come who decided to serve me." Kale, looking at Goku, "Wow, I did not expect that." Goku, serious. "Hey Vegeta, will you help me remodel the house?" Vegeta responds, "Yes, it's better than doing nothing." "Listen, worms, get your things out of this house." Quickly, everyone takes out their belongings and leave the place. Goku, excited and confident. "Let's try that technique." Vegeta puts a smile. "It's not a bad idea, insect." The two would go to see Saiyan Blue and close their eyes. Goku and Vegeta scream at the same time, "Hakai!" The house would disappear without a trace. Excited. Kale, excited. "What is that amazing technique?" Kale, looking surprised. "Yes, please, show us." Vegeta, proud. "It's the Hakai, a technique of the gods of destruction." Goku says, "And with what to teach, they are not yet prepared. As matter, we can hardly use it." Kale says, Oh, I understand, Goku. Vegeta crosses his arms. I leave the rest to you. You are better at creating things. Goku thinking about his next move. Yes, as you say, Vegeta. Goku would begin to create several blocks and keep molding them, and after a few minutes you could see a large castle with a defense practically impenetrable. In addition, it was made of a material very similar to the Pachinko of Universe 7, which was the most resistant. Goku smiling. Well, it's done. Everyone would enter the new palace that was full of luxuries and was huge. Well, it's time to get rid of these clothes that bring me such bad memories. Goku would create dark clothes similar to those of Black, and he also wore a black cape with the Saiyan shield emblazoned on the cape of a blood-red color, which was incredibly heavy. This would help him in his training. Vegeta would also change his clothes and wear a gray armor and a black leather vest with gray boots and black gloves. On the chest of his armor he had the Saiyan shield. The others, seeing the changes of their masters, decided to imitate them. Kabe, for his part, only decided to wear a dark pants with identical gloves to those of Vegeta and a white armor with gray. On his back was the symbol of the Saiyan. Kale began to wear a mini gray skirt. In her hands she had some pieces of gold metal that were unbreakable, and the rest was the same, only a darker color. In addition, on her belt she had the symbol of the Saiyan, and like Goku she began to wear a black cape, but this was not heavy. The children, for their part, Tom dressed the same as Goku. Unlike him, he did not have a cape. The two girls, Marin and Zoe, decided to dress the same with very beautiful gray dresses and had identical hairstyles. If their hair had not been of a different color, they could well have been perfect twins. Cauliflower decided to wear a black vest and gloves without fingers, that on their knuckles they had a very strong metal to do more damage in a fight. Vegeta left his other clothes the same, and 18 decided to return to the classic: a white shirt, a black vest, gloves without fingers, and very dark blue jeans. So everyone would start their new change and their new life. The next morning, very early, Goku got up and began to warm up a little, not to lose the habit of training every day. For his part, Vegeta also got up early and began to train. Although 18 did not do routine training every day, this time he encouraged himself to accompany Goku in the warm-up. 18 smiling. "Hi Goku, how did you wake up?" Goku gave up. "Well, thank you." 18 still smiling. "Tell me, what do you think of a little training?" Goku a little smiling. "Yes, it seems good to me." The two get into a fighting position while staring at each other's eyes. In less than a second, 18 launches against Goku, who blocks all his blows. 18 uses a key ball to distract the Saiyan, thus managing to hit Goku's stomach. Goku touches his stomach. "Wow, you have become very strong." 18 touches his hair. "That's thanks to your training." Goku gets into a fighting pose again. "Yes, now I will teach you some more things." Goku, with his teleportation, positions himself in front of 18 and is reacting by hitting him, but Goku disappears and positions himself behind 18, giving him a strong punch.
Goku happily says, "What do you think of my speed?" 18 recovering from the blow. "Not bad. How about we increase the level?" Goku gives a slight smile. "It seems good to me." 18 and Goku begin to increase their power and passes to the Super Saiyan God, while 18 only expels all his power. The two swing to attack and impact their fists, and a great flash of light appears. Then two thunders were heard, and the flash of light disappears, just to see Goku and 18 on their knees on the ground with a little blood in their mouths. Goku mentions, "It shows that now you have the power of the Super Saiyan God."
18 flattered. Yes, I can still be stronger. Goku looking at 18. Yes, I'm sure of that. You are someone impressive. 18 blushed. Do you really think that? Goku still looking at her. Of course. Goku raises his arms to 18, making his face completely red. 18 nervous. Goku, why are you getting me up? Goku serious. It looks like you're hurt. I'll take you to your room to rest. 18 in Goku's arms. Thank you very much, Goku. 18 clings to his neck. After Goku leaves 18 in his room, he goes out to train a little more, but he meets someone. Khalifa says, "Hi, I see you're awake." Goku, "Yes, and you tell me, what are you going to do?" Khalifa, something serious. "Obviously, train." Goku serious. "Well, I hope you get results." Khalifa jealous. "And you're not going to train with me?" Goku looking at her. "For now, I will not." Khalifa even more jealous. "And why with 18, yes?" Goku thoughtful. "Well, because I haven't fought with her for a long time." Khalifa angry. "I see. It looks like you love her a lot." Goku without understanding. "What do you mean by that?" Khalifa somewhat blushed. "No, nothing, just that you love her more than me." Goku smiling. "That's not true. I appreciate both equally." Khalifa approaches Goku. "Do you really say it?" Goku very close to Khalifa. "That's right." Khalifa blushed. "Do not lie. You're not going to leave me alone, ever?" Goku something serious. "Of course not. Now you are my family and I will protect you." Khalifa hugs Goku. "You better, Goku." Khalifa leaves the place, not without first giving a smile and winking the eye to Goku. Goku thinking, why will they both act so weird? I better not give it importance. Goku kept walking through his new castle until, damn, I almost forgot. I have to bring the new workers from this castle. Goku quickly teleports to the house of the previous owner of these lands. Goku serious. "Are you ready?" The maids and the mayor were already in the main room with their luggage ready to leave the place. Mayor mentions, "Yes, sir." Goku tells them, "Well, everyone in line, grab your partner's shoulder." Everyone a little confused would do what Goku said. Mayor smiling, "Ready, sir. Who asked us for this?" Goku preparing the teleportation. "Do not ask. Now touch my shoulder." The mayor would touch Goku's shoulder, who in a few seconds would be teleported to the castle with them. Goku mentions, "Well, we arrived." All the maids were surprised since they did not understand what had happened. Goku pointing to some rooms. "Well, as I see that there are 16 maids, each one will have its own room. You can unpack your things." Maid 1 surprised. "A room for each one?" Goku looks at them. "Yes, any problem with that?" Maid 2 also surprised. "No, none. Only before we all shared a medium room where we were very tight." Goku looking at the mayor. "I understand. Could you tell me your name?" Pointing to the mayor. Mayor responds, "Excuse my rudeness. My name is Clay." Goku smiling. "Well, Clay, I leave the rest in your hands. I want you to give tasks to each of them and teach them everything about the castle." Clay confused. "But sir, I do not know the castle." Goku puts a finger on Clay's forehead and shines a little. "Ready. You already know the whole castle." Clay surprised. "Incredible. I just saw all the rooms in less than a second." Goku something serious. "I also want something else. I want all of you and you, Clay, to show up in the main room in about 2 hours. I will introduce the others." Clay does a reverence. "As you order, sir." Everyone goes to their rooms to unpack. Goku only begins to walk a little thoughtful and someone observes him. Kiabe happy. "Good morning, Mr. Goku." Kiabe has looked at the maids and Clay. "I see now we have more company." Goku looking at him. "Yes, and now they and Clay will help us." Kiabe something confused. "I noted a little weird. Are you okay?" Goku thinking, "Yes, I was just thinking about what we will do after taking the power of this planet." Kiabe smiles. "I'm sure something very big will happen to you, Goku." Goku serious. "Yes, you're right. By the way, could you tell everyone to meet in the main room so they can meet the new ones?" Kiabe looking at Goku. "Yes, count on me." 2 hours would pass and the maids and Clay were already waiting in the main room. Clay asking, "How long will it take?" Suddenly, a great door opens. From it comes Goku, followed by Vegeta and the others, who emanated a great power that made the maids tremble when they felt it. Maid 3 nervous. "They are very strong." Clay nervous. "Yes, they are incredible." Goku and Vegeta would position themselves in the center. Next to Goku would be Khalifa and number 18. Next to Vegeta would be Kale and Kiabe, while Tom, Zoe, and Marin were floating above Goku and Vegeta. Goku serious. "Well, I called them here to meet my family. They must have the same respect they have for me, or otherwise they will no longer be necessary." The maids only trembled when they heard these words. Clay tilts his head. "As you order, Mr. Goku." Vegeta disappointed. "Hey, they are all very weak." Khalifa disappointed. "Yes, you're right, Vegeta." Kale nervous. "But I don't think it matters." Kiabe also somewhat nervous. "Yes, they will only be here to help." 18 sighing. "Yes, but they also have to protect this castle. With that power, they will not be able." Clay feeling ashamed of himself. "I apologize for our low level." They would all bow their heads. Goku serious. "Yes, this is a great inconvenience. We'll have to fix that. You know what to do." Khalifa would smile and her knees would turn, thing that filled the maids with fear. Clay kneels. "Please do not kill us. I beg you, Mr. Goku." Goku surprised. "We said we would kill you?" Clay nervous, almost crying. "You really won't kill us?" Vegeta angry. "Keep silent and wait a little, insect." Goku and the others would close their eyes and would begin to release a golden aura, and with their hands they would point to the maids and Clay, who only closed his eyes waiting for the worst. The maids and Clay, seeing that nothing happened, they would slowly open their eyes to be surprised. Clay's hair and the others were golden and released a great power from their body. Clay looking at his body. "What is this? I feel an incredible power." Goku smiling. "I told them we don't want weak people, so we did them a favor." Vegeta angry.
"We just awakened his power. Better not to waste it." Maids returning to base state. "Yes, sir. Whatever you say." Clay something exhausted. "Thank you very much. But can I ask you something?" Goku surprised. "Go ahead, speak." Clay excited. "If the power we have now is incredible, then your power must be unlimited. Please show us all your power." Goku smiled, slightly excited. "Okay. Hey, Vegeta, let's show them what we are capable of." The two would begin to gather a large amount of ki, and they would become the Super Saiyan God. Goku in Super Saiyan God phase. "This is all our power." Clay shocked by the power of both. "It's amazing. What did they do?" Goku returning to base state. "It's the Super Saiyan God." Vegeta returning to base state. "So we can use the divine ki." Clay surprised. "You are gods?" Goku looking at them. "You could say yes." Clay thinking. "The Saiyan gods." He kneels. "Excuse our ignorance. We did not know we were before the gods." The maids also kneel. "Yes, excuse us, sir." Goku smiling. "Yes, it does not matter. I just want you to work well. If you do, you will earn a fair pay." Clay very surprised. "Are you going to pay us, sir?" Goku confused. "Yes? Did they never pay you for your work?" Clay looking at Goku. "No, they only gave us a daily meal for our work." Vegeta very angry. "It is seen that the previous leader of these lands was a miserable."
Goku, listen, from now on, everyone will have their pay and 3 meals a day. Cly, grateful. Really? You say it seriously, sir? You are very generous, gentlemen gods. Goku, looking serious. Do not tell us gods, just call us by our names. I am Goku. Vegeta, also looking serious. My name is Vegeta. Do not forget, insects. Cauliflower smiles. My name is Cauliflower. Kale also smiles. I am Kale. Nice to meet you. 18, serious. Just tell me 18. Tom smiles. And I am Tom. A pleasure, gentlemen. Zoe, shy. My name is Zoe. Marin smiles. Tell me Marin. Cly, smiling. It is an honor to serve you. Goku smiled for the good atmosphere. Well, you can retire. Cly would give orders to the servants, and they would spread throughout the castle. 18 laughed a little. Wow, we do have a lot of people. Cauliflower, somewhat nervous. I never had servants, only the useless of my band. Zoe, also very nervous. This is a little uncomfortable. Goku smiles. Calm down, Zoe. You'll get used to it. I caressed his head. Better go play or train. Tom, Zoe, and Marin shouted loudly. Yes, very happily. Kale looking at Cauliflower. Speaking of the band, we did not tell them that we would not return. Cauliflower. It does not matter. They will have forgotten about us. Kale, somewhat worried. I hope so. They were dangerous. After a few hours, a commotion was present outside the castle. Bandit 1 screaming. Get out of there, Cauliflower! Bandit 2 also screaming. You too, Kale! Get out of there! Bandits enraged. They will not leave the band without us giving them a lesson, Nana. We will kill them for betraying them. From inside the castle, Goku surprised. Who are these imbeciles? Cauliflower looks out the window and does not believe what she sees. Demons! It's my band, and they look angry. Goku only looked seriously at the Saiyans outside, who would not stop insulting Cauliflower and Kale. Goku serious. Those dams insult my family. They will not live alive. Starting to leave the room, Cauliflower stops Goku. Wait, you should not get your hands dirty with them. I'll take care of it. Cauliflower walks slowly to the main room. Cauliflower somewhat angry. Please, you make those thugs pass. Servant smiling. Yes, as you order, Miss Cauliflower. After a few minutes, all 2 thugs enter the main room, while Cauliflower was only in the center surrounded by 4 servants. Bandit 1 angry. Now for betraying us, we will kill you, damn girl. Bandit 2 also angry. Yes, and where is the other Countess Kale? We will also attend her. Cauliflower only made a mouth of disgust. Servant 1, in a quick movement, leaves the 2 who insulted Cauliflower and Kale without air. We will not let them talk like that with their dirty mouths. The other servants stand in front of Cauliflower. Servant 2, angry. They will pay with their lives for disrespecting Miss Cauliflower. Inferior beings. The bandits stand guard with the intention of attacking the servants. Cauliflower smiles. Quiet, girls. I'll take care of this garbage. Servant 3, angry. You do not need to dirty your beautiful hands with those criminals. Servant 4, looking at the bandits. Yes, we will take care of it. Cauliflower smiles. No, they insulted my dear sister, so just go back. I'll take care of it. The servants only went back, and after a few seconds, they only heard screams of pain, but they did not last long. Cauliflower with her hands full of blood. Excuse me, but could you clean that up and get rid of the corpses? Pointing to the scary scene where the pieces of the criminals were scattered all over the place, while the blood painted almost all the walls. Servants smile. We are at your service, Miss Cauliflower. It's not a problem. Cauliflower moves away from the place and meets Goku. Cauliflower smiling. I already took care of the problem. Goku looking at her. Well done. Nobody makes fun of my family. Cauliflower caressed her head. While outside the castle, one of the bandits had managed to escape and ran desperately. Bandit injured on the ground. "I have to go, or they will kill me." Vegeta, angry, steps on his hand. "You will not go anywhere, you scoundrel." The injured bandit gets up and gets into a fighting pose. "Who are you?" "It doesn't matter. I'll kill you." Vegeta, serious. "You invaded my home and insulted my dear student Kale. You will not live to tell it." Vegeta throws himself against the bandit, and all that was heard afterwards was a heartbreaking scream. After that, Vegeta returns to his castle. His gloves were full of blood. Kale looks at him and approaches him. Kale worried and not knowing what had happened. "Are you okay, Vegeta? Were you hurting yourself again?" Vegeta squeezes a cheek of Kale. "Calm down, it's not my blood." Kale gives a nervous smile. "I'm glad to hear that." Vegeta, hungry, says, "The food must be ready soon. Come on, I'm hungry." Kale somewhat blushed. "Yes, master, let's eat." Everyone would gather to eat a huge banquet, for then to go to rest, waiting for a new day. Goku leaves the house in the middle of the night and stays thinking, looking at the horizon. "My life has become interesting. I can't wait to see what will come to me tomorrow." It would dawn on planet Sadara. Goku woke up with the first rays of the sun and got ready to get up and train a little, as he always did. After a light training, he walked around the house and ran into some servants. Before, Goku would remember some names and personalities of them. The first servant is called Koa. It is of medium height, apparently kind, always smiles, but the only ones he respects are Goku and his family.
Deep down, she has always been a sadist killer. She does not mind getting her hands stained with blood. The third servant is called Eri. It is of high stature. She is very serious and informal. She always treats everyone with great respect as long as they do not make her angry. The fourth servant is called Tessa. It is of medium height. She always has cold eyes and never smiles. Her life has not been easy. She always feels a pain in her heart. The only thing she seeks is to be happy, and the means do not matter to achieve that happiness. The fifth servant is Nere. It is of low stature. She is a very beautiful girl. Deep down, she hated everyone. Well, she hated everyone until she met her new masters, who gave a ray of hope to her dark life. The sixth servant is Paula, of medium height. She was a hired killer until they caught her and sold her as a slave. She hates the government of Sadala, and she seeks to avenge her family of the high-class Saiyans who killed them. The Call. It is the eighth servant. It is from the most forgotten place of Sadala. She was always a slave. Low stature. She always has a menacing look. She does not trust anyone, and she is always prepared for any situation. The ninth servant is Mira. It is cheerful and smiling. Always at the moment of making any move, she always thinks about her benefit. She does not care about others, but deep down, she is not bad. All the servants, before having a low power, they submitted to the previous leader of the area. They always hated him because he treated them very badly. But since they met Goku and the others, they saw that they were very generous and trustworthy people. Also, thanks to them, they received a great power. For all that, from the depths of their being, they swore unconditional loyalty to them. No matter what life costs them, they see them as supreme Saiyans, and they are happy to serve them. And they will always fulfill the orders they give them. That is a reverence. "Good morning, Mr. Goku." Mira does a reverence. I hope you have rested pleasantly, Mr. Goku. Goku serious. Good morning. I see that you work from very early. Is it something serious? Of course, that is our duty. Goku also very serious. Yes, but at least they rest enough. They do not demand too much. The two servants only look surprised as Goku being the lord of that castle. He was worried about them. Goku with a smile. Now tell me if breakfast is ready. Mira looking at Goku. Yes, sir. Everything is ready. You can go to the dining room. Thank you, girls. See you later. Goku only went to the dining room while thinking, yes, finally breakfast. I was already hungry. These girls work very well. Disappointed. Wow, Mr. Goku is very different from the Saiyans of this planet. Mira thoughtful. Not only him, the others too. They treat us kindly, and although some are very serious, it looks like they are good people. Despite trying to smile. But as he never smiled, it cost him a little. I'm glad they are our masters. While Goku tasted a huge banquet, leaving surprised the servants who were there. Little by little, the others arrived. Kiabe smiling. Good morning, Mr. Goku. Goku keeps eating and answers, Good morning, Kiabe. Olyef the hug Goku. Good morning, vampire. Goku a little nervous. Good morning, cauliflower. 18 angry. Hey, do not stick so much to Goku. Do not you see that it bothers him? Cauliflower tongue out. Do not bother, old woman. Goku serious. Make silence. Do not fight for stupidities. The two only sit in the dining room a little embarrassed. Tom, Zoe, and Marin approach Goku. Good morning, Dad. Goku smiles. Good morning, children. Come to breakfast. Angry Vegeta appears in the room. Hey, insects, do not finish the food. Goku eating quickly. It will not end. There are many, right, girls? Vikal surprised by everything he ate. Yes, sir. There is still a lot of food. Although if you ordered it, I could bring much more, Mr. Vegeta. Vegeta sits down to eat. Quiet, that's fine. Hey, where is Kale? Kale hugs Vegeta from behind. Here I am, master. Vegeta smiling. Hey, do not hit me so much. Kale a little nervous. Don't you like Master Vegeta? Vegeta, somewhat angry and smiling, responds with a loud no. Kale gets more nervous and feels ashamed while everyone laughed to see what happened. They had almost finished breakfast and Goku said something. Well, listen. Today we will start the conquest of this planet. Kiabe very excited. Finally, I'm looking forward to overthrowing the government. Vegeta makes a light smile. It will be something fun. Kiabe something thoughtful. Well, who will be the master to start with the little revolt? 18 looking at Kiabe. We cannot start the conflict. If they get to see us, our plan will not work. The servants only listened very carefully to what he said until one of them asked for the word. Vikal looking at them. Excuse my interruption, but I could help you. He said this while his head was bent. Goku and the others looked very serious at Vikal, who began to feel very nervous. Flea, watching that his masters were very serious, tilts his head. Excuse the interruption of this servant. Then she will be disciplined. Please have mercy on her. Goku surprised. Go, Clay. You really do worry about all the servants, right? Clay something nervous.
Yes, I consider them as my daughters, sir. Please do not hurt them. Goku gets serious. We had already told you that we would never hurt them. Clay bowing his head. You really say, sir? Vegeta gets angry. Don't you hear, insect? 18 looking at Clay. We just thought it could be dangerous for Vikal to participate in our plans. Vikal somewhat blushed. For the servants, it would be an honor to help them. Please use us as you want. Cauliflower mentions, it would not be a bad idea. Also, they are not so weak now. Goku looking at Vikal. Yes, it may be. Vikal still blushed. If it is to overthrow the government that gives such a bad life to the Saiyans on this side of the planet, I will help them with all my heart, even if I lost my life. Clay something nervous. Come on, it's not so much, but yes, your help would be very useful. Goku commenting the plan. Listen carefully. You will go to one of the squares nearby, and you will provoke the guards. You will make them attack people. But calm down, we will protect you and the others. Vikal listens to Goku. Yes, sir, as you order. Goku looking at the rest. You heard? We will all infiltrate the surroundings, while Vikal causes the conflict with the guards. Vegeta leaving the dining room. That sounds boring. Just go. I'll stay to train. Cauliflower very enraged. That dwarf as always so angry. Goku begins to laugh. Leave it, Cauliflower. That's how he is. All right, Vikal, get ready. Vikal prepares. Yes, sir, as you say. In a nearby square, he looked like a patrol of about 15 Saiyans marching through the area.
They walked as if they all belonged to them. They looked disgusted at the poor Saiyans who could barely survive. Soldier 1, angry. How annoying to breathe the same air as these low-class Saiyans. Soldier 2, disgusted. Yes, this is disgusting. These guards took what they wanted. They abused the weakest Saiyans. They felt very good, causing terror in that place. And while these guards threw small balls of ki to a Saiyan who was trying to protect his newborn son, unknown voice says, "Hey, Scorpions, leave her alone." Guard 1 surprised. Who is that guy? At the top of a destroyed house was a mysterious hooded man who could not be distinguished. Hooded, looking at them from above. You disgust me, and they call themselves elite soldiers while they take advantage of others? Soldier 2, angry. Shut the damn mouth, idiot. Hooded, pointing to the guards. Hey everyone, look how these cowards attack us without ceasing. They always abuse us. I say it's enough. Some Saiyans began to stand up and looked seriously at the guards. Guard 3, somewhat worried. What are you looking at us, Scorpions? Guard 4, angry. You are nothing. Guard 5 is about to attack. It's enough. Kill all those bastards. All the guards began to attack the Saiyans who could barely defend themselves. Hooded, angry. Damn cowards! Hooded began to attack the guards who attacked with their maximum powers to Beerus. Beerus Hooded gets angry and shouts, "Come on, don't you see how they attack us? These pigs deserve to die. The whole government deserves to die." All the Saiyans shouted loudly, terrorizing the guards. Guard 1 looking at the other guards. Damn, this is getting out of control. Soldier 2 thinking of escaping. We cannot against all. Soldier 3 thinking. Let's finish with that Hooded so we'll finish everything.
All 15 Saiyan guards attacked Beerus, who was apparently in trouble. Hooded Beerus kept shouting and receiving blows. "Look how they attack us! We must fight! We must defeat the corrupt government of this planet!" All the Saiyans shouted loudly, supporting the Hooded, while Beerus fought with all the soldiers. Beerus thinking, "They are so weak, I could kill them now, but I have to follow the plan of my masters." Beerus with his hood keeps provoking the guards. "Come on, bastards, is that all you have?" The soldiers surrounded Beerus and with their best techniques shot all at the same time, causing a great explosion. After a few seconds, the smoke dissipated, only to see remains of the cape that covered Beerus' face. Soldier 1, confident, "You deserved it." Soldier 2, also very confident, "This happens to all those who get in our way." All the Saiyans lost their spirits when they saw their ideal dead. The 15 Saiyan guards only laughed maniacally. Other mysterious voices speak. "What are you laughing at, garbage?" Soldier 1 surprised. "Who are you, damn?" Goku crossed arms. "I am the new leader of this area, and the others are my family, and I do not like that they are making a fuss in my lands." Soldier 2 looking at Goku. "The leader? And what does it matter? We are representatives of the king of this planet. It will be better for you to leave here, worm, if you do not want to end up dead." Goku coldly says, "I have seen that you have just killed a poor boy who only fought for his rights. You disgust me." Soldier 3 laughing cruelly. "He deserved it. Pure thrashing." Goku puts a cold look that would even kill anyone who saw him staring. "Ask for forgiveness on your knees, and I will spare your lives." The Saiyan soldiers only began to laugh uncontrollably. Soldier 1 laughing more and more. "This imbecile is crazy." Suddenly that soldier is beheaded, spreading his blood around the soldiers. Soldier 1 scared. "But what just happened?" Caulifla angry. "I will not tolerate that they disrespect my master." Soldier 3 gets angry to see Caulifla. "It's Caulifla, that crazy woman." Suddenly that soldier is also beheaded. Caulifla increases his ki quickly without the soldiers noticing. "Do not talk about me like that with that dirty mouth." Caulifla returned to Goku's side while the soldiers began to tremble with fear. Goku serious. "You have brought death to my lands. I will not tolerate this. In addition, the government of this planet disgusts me." He looks coldly at the soldiers. "I will bring death to the door of your king's palace, and I will show his head to everyone." The soldiers only fell to the ground to feel the great pressure of the power of Goku. Soldier 1 screaming in despair. "Please forgive us. We will leave your lands immediately." Soldier 5 also screaming in fear. "Have mercy, please." Goku looked at the Saiyans who inhabited that square. He observed how they looked at the soldiers with hatred and contempt. They have hurt these people for so long. They will not leave this place alive. Look at 18 and the others. Leave only one alive. 18, Caulifla, Kale, Kiabe, Tom, Zoe, and Maron disappeared from the place and began a real massacre with the soldiers, while the low-class Saiyans watched with a smile how the soldiers who have humiliated them so many times, trampled them, were now dying. After a minute, Tom dragged the last soldier alive, who was very wounded. Tom, smiling, approaches his father Goku. "Look, father, here is one alive as you asked." Goku smiles and caresses Tom's head. "Well done, my son." Goku looks seriously at the last soldier.
Tell your king that for having invaded my lands and for having despised the people on this side of the planet, I will kill him slowly." Goku takes the last soldier by the neck, and as if it were any garbage, he would throw it with all his strength to the palace of the King of Saddle. Goku seriously looks at all the inhabitants. "Listen, everyone, I am Goku, the leader of this area. I know you are tired of the king, of the soldiers who torment them day and night, so run for your lives. Join me, and we will defeat the government. You will no longer humiliate anyone on this side of the planet. You will not die of hunger. Run for your lives, and the government will have its days counted." Goku and the others would withdraw, while the Saiyans only cried out Goku's name, while some only ran to report the news. A war was about to begin. The government could fall. "Well done, Vaikal. You were of great help." Vaikal courteously answers Goku, "I only followed my orders, sir. I'm glad I can help." Goku smiles and looks at all the maids and Clow. "I'm glad you are on my side." The maids and Clow only make a reverence. Caulifla excited and laughing. "That was entertaining. Did you see the eyes of those idiots?" Kale nervous. "Yes, and I was sorry." 18 laughing. "Yes, I saw them. I could feel the fear they had." Goku, "Well, now the real game begins." Goku smiled maliciously, although deep down it's good. That laugh was because he wanted to end once and for all with the injustices that occurred on the planet, so that everyone who was a Saiyan lived a dignified life, while in the Palace of Saddle, soldier about to die. That was what happened. Firay said he would come to overthrow him. Saddle smiles.
I do not know who he is, but he's just stupid. He does not know who he messes with. Soldier spitting blood. It's very strong, and his allies killed all my companions as if they were nothing. Saddle laughing in a sadistic way. That's because you are nothing. With a ray of ki would kill the soldier. Saddle thinking. Goku, I do not know who you are, but your head will be in my trophy room. Return to the castle of Goku. Goku looking at Kiabe. Kiabe, I want you to start gathering the Saiyans who want to fight. Get armor and give them food. Also make them stronger with training. Kiabe, smiling, is willing to do what Goku told him. Yes, as you say, Mr. Goku. Goku looking at the girls. Caulifla and Kale, you help the people who need help. Distribute food to everyone. We will start in this area. Little by little, we will grow. First, we will make those on this side of the planet support us. We will gain their trust, and then we will crush Saddle to give them a dignified life. Caulifla winked at Goku. As you say, Goku. Smile tenderly. Goku looking coldly. Take some of the maids to help them. I hope you do well. Kale smiling for Goku. Thank you, Mr. Goku. Caulifla looking at the maids. Well, I need 4 maids. Who wants to come with us? Goa responds. I, Miss Caulifla. Paula also responds. I also want to go with you. Eri willing to look at Caulifla. I also want to help. Larry looking at Caulifla. I will also help. Caulifla flies away. Well, see you later. Goku smiled a little and greeted her. Yes, I hope you do well. 18 thinking. Wow, I never thought I would do something like this. Dominating a planet is something new to me. It reminds me so much of my past self of Trunks, Goku looking at 18. That's right, I never thought I would be in a situation like this. But we will do what is necessary so that the Saiyans of this planet can live a life of peace, as the inhabitants of the Earth did. Goku and 18 only looked into each other's eyes, letting escape a small smile from both. A revolution had begun on the planet Sadala. The low-class Saiyans, who were constantly humiliated by the soldiers of King Zattel, they were gathering little by little and admiring all the soldiers. The brave ones who have gathered have to train hard if they want to protect their families and get rid of the tyranny of the government. The low-class Saiyans shouted at the same time, "Yes, sir, we trust you." Everyone was doing chest push-ups without rest. There were about 200 Saiyans who had joined Kiabe, and they trained hard every day. He taught them combat techniques, also to better control his ki. He also taught them teamwork. Thanks to the unlimited resources that Goku and the others had, Kiabe managed to get a lot of food and armor for his fighters. Little by little, Kiabe earned his trust. While Caulifla and Kale, accompanied by 4 maids, they helped women, children, and elderly. They needed food to survive. Kale distributed food to everyone very happily. While Caulifla, accompanied by Goa and Paula, they cured the people who had been wounded by the soldiers of King Zattel. Eri and Lere had the difficult task of burying those who could no longer survive, women and children. It was something very painful. There were mothers who cried for their children, children who had been left alone, and an endless number of people who, due to the inhuman treatment, they only showed a face of pain and sadness. Lady crying with her dead son in her arms. "Why my son? My dear son! He had to die." Lere looking at the scene so sad. "I'm very sorry. Your son could not bear it." Lady crying. "A day ago, some soldiers stoned him to exhaustion, just because my son asked them for a piece of bread. I thought he could bear it, but since we do not have money to cure him, a few hours ago he stopped moving." Lere tightens his fist. "I promise you that the death of this little one will not be without punishment. My masters will end this hell." The woman was only on the floor while her tears did not stop coming out. That's how things were in this half of the planet. Deaths at every moment, and an unimaginable misery. While Goku in his castle was in the middle of the main room, sitting on the floor with his eyes closed, and Sasha would appear. She is the #1 servant. She is a girl who is very fast, medium height, good hiding anywhere, very stealthy, although she almost never smiles. Sasha approaches Goku. "Mr. Goku, I have returned from the capital of Sadala." Goku still sitting on the floor. "Good job. Now tell me, what could you find out from there?" Sasha tells Goku. "According to the information I was able to obtain, on that side of the planet there is also repression. The middle-class Saiyans who live on the border of the low-class and high-class Saiyans are also blackmailed, and some high-class Saiyans are also forced to swear loyalty to Saddle." Goku something serious. "It's because that king has a great power, or what is due." Sasha also gets serious. "In part, yes. In addition, he has a tremendous army. In addition, some elite Saiyans who are expert killers, and some monsters in combat. With all that at his disposal, Saddle has the control of this planet,
and to keep appearances, he sends some Saiyans to fight in wars to other planets, just to say that the Saiyans of this planet fight for justice. That's absurd. Goku thinking, I see. This is how he deceived Kiabe, and surely many more. Saddle has everything very well planned. Sasha also very thoughtful. Excuse my interruption, but why do you and your family not just end with all your kingdom and that's it? Goku serious. Tell me, Sasha, what would you think of some subjects who out of nowhere arrive and massacre an entire army, taking power by force? Sasha surprised. I understand. I would think they are monsters who would enslave us. Goku crosses arms. Exact. In addition, the whole planet would see us as threats and would try to rebel. That would only bring unnecessary deaths. Sasha looking at Goku. Yes, I understand. Really, thank you very much for clearing my doubts. Goku closes his eyes again to meditate again. Well, thanks for the information. You can retire. Sasha was about to leave. Yes, as you order, Mr. Goku. Sasha would leave the main room, and in her mind he said, wow, he has everything very well thought out. Mr. Goku is amazing. While in the camps where Kale and Caulifla were, Kale smiling. I never thought I would help everyone this way. Caulifla smiles in the same way. With the limited money, we can help everyone. Kale very tired. Yes, although this tires a lot. Caulifla also somewhat exhausted. Yes, it's also getting dark. I think I will give the order to everyone to go restept. Suddenly, a very scared girl enters the camp of Caulifla and Kale.
Girl crying. Please, help us, ladies. Koa running after the girl. Excuse me, I beg you to see them. I could not do anything to stop her. Kale looking at the girl. It does not matter. And tell me, girl, what happens? Girl still crying. Look at the subjects who killed my mom and my brother. There are many. Khalifa surprised. Where are they coming from? Girl pointing at the entrance. They are about to reach the main entrance. Kale begins to run. We have to go fast. Come on, sister. Khalifa also begins to run. Yes, finally some fun. Kale and Khalifa, followed by their maids, reach the entrance. Behind them also several Saiyan men came. Kale looking at the Saiyan men. What are you doing here? Go away, it's dangerous. Saiyan 1 looking at Kale. We cannot leave them alone. We will not let them hurt them. Saiyan 2, very determined, says, you have already done enough for us. Now we will return the favor. Everyone affirms with their heads. Khalifa smiles. I see you have courage, but for now just stay behind. The Saiyan men only looked with confusion what Khalifa said. After a few minutes, about 400 Saiyan soldiers arrived of strong appearance and stopped in front of the entrance of that small town. The maids stood in front of Khalifa and Kale with their high guard. Koa looking at all the maids. Listen, protect Miss Khalifa and Kale. It does not matter how they do it. They must always be safe. Maids shout loudly. Yes. Kale, something nervous. It is not so much. Koa in fighting pose. It is an order of Mr. Goku. We must protect them from anything that attacks their life. Khalifa sighs. It's okay. Just do not attack them yet. From among all the rows of soldiers would come out one with a very arrogant attitude and would face the small army of Saiyan soldiers. Commander laughs.
What is this? A bunch of maids in front? All two soldiers would laugh. Commander laughing more and more. And I thought we would fight someone strong, but what a disappointment. The maids would only make a mockery of anger. Khalifa smiles. Wow, but if they are a group of poor, unhappy people who have come to seek their death. Commander something surprised. But if you are the dirty thief Khalifa, and if I'm not mistaken, the other is that useless of your sister Kale. Airy, angry. How dare you talk like that about my dear maids? Paula also very angry. We will kill them slowly. Khalifa laughs and then gets serious. All right, girls, let them enjoy a little of their last seconds of life. Commander thunders to the knees. How good! I can finish with the leaders of this stupid revolution and also capture 2 fugitives of the law. Khalifa serious. You think we are the leaders? You are not even close to understanding this. We only receive orders from our master. Commander angry. I'm tired of this game. Soldiers, finish with this town and all its inhabitants to learn the lesson. Soldiers launch to attack and would start flying in all directions. Khalifa sighs. Girls, just leave that captain alive. The others do what they want. The maids would smile, and in less than a second they would disappear, while Khalifa and Kale withdrew from the place. Saiyajin surprised. Do not think to help them. They are only 4 against an army. Kale smiles. Do not worry. Soon they will finish. Better go back to their homes. The Saiyajins, a little distrustful of the words of Kale, returned to their homes. But something disturbed their hearing. It was the screams of the soldiers who did not stop asking for mercy, while the maids only laughed lunatically. Khalifa looking surprised and then laughs. Wow, it looks like they have fun. Kale a little scared, but also happy. Yes, they are terrifying, sister. Khalifa and Kale go to their camp, while they only got to rest for a while. About an hour passed and the screams finally ceased. The inhabitants of that place left their homes and went to the camp of Khalifa and Kale. The two went out and saw how everyone was gathered. Saiyajin a little worried. What happened, Miss Khalifa? Is everything over? Khalifa looking at him. Yes, it seems so, although they took a while. From the back of the crowd, the Saiyajins began to get a little scared, while the maids bathed in blood and with a terrifying smile, they approached Khalifa and brought a prisoner. The maids made a reverence that one of them said. Lair making a reverence. We finished playing, Miss Khalifa and Miss Kale. Khalifa looking at the maids. It looks like you enjoyed it, girls. Maids laughing. Yes, yes, and a lot. Khalifa looking at the prisoner, who was the commander who had a look full of fear. Khalifa sits on the back of the prisoner who was lying on the ground. Come on, friend, what happened? Where is that arrogance you had a moment ago? The commander was only crying of fear, and his body had not stopped trembling. The brutal killing of the maids had filled him with fear. Commander crying, Please, I beg you not to kill me. I only followed orders. Please forgive me life. Everyone looked with contempt at the commander that so much fear had melted in those lands. Lair angry. You dare to ask for mercy while you killed for fun? You are just scum. Lair angry while stepping on the commander's head. Kale nervous. Come on, Lair, leave this to us. Lair turned aside. Sorry for my interruption. Khalifa smiled slightly. I give you 20 seconds to get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The commander, with his last strength, ran as fast as he could. The commander trying to escape. I think I can escape. Meanwhile, Khalifa, excuse me, could you move away from the road? While pointing a finger towards the commander. Die, worm! Khalifa would shoot a ray that in matter of seconds reached the captain, piercing his heart, killing him instantly. Khalifa looking at the dead prisoner. None of those fools will be punished. The Saiyajins only applauded the act of the two sisters and their maids. Kale says, "It's all over. Now go to rest." Everyone happily went home to sleep in a quieter way. The next morning, very early, Khalifa and Kale were already at work with their maids, and suddenly the two most powerful Saiyan men in the universe arrived. Smiling Goku, "Hi girls, I see you do a good job." Khalifa also smiling, "Hi teacher." Kale, happy, also mentions, "Master Vegeta, you also came to see us?" Vegeta, something serious, "Yes, I wanted to see how it was going." Khalifa and Kale received their teachers with a big smile. Khalifa looks at Goku and Vegeta. "We are doing very well. Kale and I work very hard." Goku caressing Khalifa's head. "I'm glad." Khalifa blushed. "Thank you, Goku." Kale approaches Vegeta. "And you are not going to congratulate me, Master?" Vegeta squeezes her cheek. "Do not bother, girl."
Kale blushed. "How bad you are!" In that come the maids, who when they see Goku and Vegeta, quickly stand in front of them and on their knees say, with something nervous, "Mr. Goku, Mr. Vegeta, I did not expect you to come to this place." Vegeta, intrigued, "Why do you say that? Is there any complaint?" Koa, more nervous, "No, nothing, just that it does not surprise." All the Saiyans who were there look with amazement how the maids had a lot of respect for these two individuals. Saiyan, confused, "Excuse me, Miss Khalifa, who are these gentlemen?" Khalifa happily responds, "They are our teachers and our leaders." Everyone is very amazed. It was the first time they saw the Saiyans of Universe 7. Old Saiyan bowed to Goku and Vegeta. "I thank you on behalf of everyone who is helping us in this way." The other Saiyans also bowed. Goku, something nervous, "Come on, do not do these things, and you girls either." Looking at the maids, "It's a bit uncomfortable." The Saiyans get up with a smile when they see that Saiyan was not bad, while the maids follow Inkatas. Paula Inkata, "We cannot do that, Mr. Goku." Zuko, also Inkata, "We must always express this respect to you, who are the leaders, masters." Vegeta gets more serious. "Then it is an order. Do not do that again." The maids get up quickly and affirm with their heads. Goku thinking, "Finally, that was uncomfortable. What was it? How is everything going, Khalifa?" Khalifa begins to speak. "It could be said that well, although we have not been able to save many since their conditions were deplorable. They could not stand it anymore and many died." Goku, something worried, "I see. Do not worry." Then he looks at the maids and says very seriously, "Sorry for what I'm going to ask you, but I want you to bury all those who have died recently and put a symbol on their chests. Likewise, do it with those who may die later." Koa thinking and very surprised, "Bring them to life? Is that possible?" Khalifa begins to laugh and sees how Goku and Vegeta leave the place. Go Goku if he is someone very generous. He really is a great person. Now that Goku and his friends have gained the confidence of the people, they can overthrow the king? How does Goku think to revive the dead Saiyans? Do you think it will be possible to revive them? All that we will see in the next part of this great theory. And good friends, I hope you liked the compilation of all these movies. If you want to see more movies, more compilations, and more parts, leave your like and comment and subscribe. If this video reaches 80 likes, I will upload the next compilations without fail. Without more to say, see you in the next theory.